The Rockford Symphony Orchestra gets ready to fill the Coronado Theater with holiday spirit this weekend. And Pop Conductor Kevin Stites says the audience can expect a festive celebration of Christmas music with a touch of Hanukkah. A highlight of the concert is the strong focus on youth performers. Stites says building youth involvement is a priority for both on stage and in the audience to better celebrate the holiday joy.
I think the spirit of Christmas is best expressed with youth. You know, people who have not become jaded and bitter yet, that they're youngsters and they're innocent, and that's what it should be about.